Around the globe, students and professors are confronted with the topic of copied homework. As a lecturer, I face those situations too. I do a plagiarism check for many assignments. Sometimes parts are fully copied. Sometimes they're obviously modified by changing small details. Unfortunately, that has consequences that could have been avoided. I thought I should address this topic, not to judge or give a moral speech. No, I know the struggles of students. I've been one myself and I work with students every day. I will simply give my advice on how you can deal with different assignments from an objective standpoint. Okay, you get an assignment and you feel like this one will be especially tough to solve. I'm gonna put a scale on the screen and we'll go through our different options. You can of course do it all on your own. You can work with your classmates in a zone that I call healthy collaboration. On the other end, you have the extreme, which is a one-to-one copy. Working completely alone may be admirable. It's right to start this way, but with tough assignments you can quickly run into the following problems. You don't even know how to start. You get stuck and lose an enormous amount of time. You have no clue if your results are right or wrong. Even after asking in class and going to the consultation hour, you're not able to crack the assignment. I've had students who try doing it all by themselves. I can see that in the submission. Their results are unique, but in many cases they sadly get lower marks compared to those students who worked in a group. And I'm not talking about groups that obviously copied from each other. I mean groups that collaborate in a healthy way. So the moment you feel that you're running into serious problems on your own, reach out to your classmates. How does healthy collaboration work? It follows one simple rule. You don't share documents and files that contain solutions. Apart from that, you can explain to each other how you approach problems. You can ask questions, have discussions, and learn from each other. This can improve the learning experience, by the way. I want to be realistic. Not all students have that kind of relationship, or they're under so much pressure that they can't manage doing it this way. Sometimes they don't even care enough about a subject to pull off the work. I didn't find all my courses in college interesting and relevant. Does it justify cheating? Again, I'm not here to judge. Everyone's situation is different and everyone's got to make their own decisions. I want to move on to the gray zone of the scale. On the far left of the gray zone, you have things that are legal. If your friend is completely stuck at one point and you share one deeper insight, that's considered support and not plagiarism. If you share 1% of your assignment, you don't need to worry. Going deeper into the gray zone, you often find this. Let's say you have a group of 3 students and each does 1/3 of the assignment. It saves time, it sounds smart and morally okay because everyone's sharing equally. Technically, it is plagiarism if you copy 2/3 of the assignment. The course requires you to do all assignments on your own and there's a certain time allocated by the professor. If you think that the assignments are unreasonably time consuming, gather your classmates and go to your professor. You're strong as a group, make your point and ask for reasonable adjustment of the assignments. Professors can easily lose sight of what students can deliver in a certain time frame, including me, so I'm glad if my students come to me. If you decide to split tasks, I recommend that you agree on a tutoring concept. You walk your classmates through your approach without sharing your solution. They solve it on their own and may ask you questions. Now we're in a red zone. Here's a typical situation. A student asks a classmate to share his or her results. The student who is asked is put in a difficult situation and put at risk. If you're the student who's being asked, you're in a tough spot. If you don't share your results, you feel bad because you feel like you're not supporting your friend. If you share your results, you risk getting 0 points. Your friend could be sloppy while copying. Even if he or she is good at it, you also feel bad. You feel like you should stand out with your achievements grade-wise. I know there are students who can't cope with this pressure and they give in without saying anything. Here's one thing I can do for you in case you're in that spot. Forward this video to your classmate with a timestamp for this part. Now I'm talking to the person who's asking for the assignment results. Your friend wants to help you, but he or she feels uncomfortable handing out the complete solution. There's a risk with copied assignments, no matter how good you think you can rewrite them. Plus, your friend deserves to stand out with a better grade. So please be a good friend and don't ask for the solution. Ask for guidance instead. But please be respectful with your friend's time. He or she is not a full-time tutor. Let's say you crossed the line, you copied and you got caught. Have the decency to admit that you copied from your classmate. Many professors will still give 0 points to both students, but at least you should give your best to make it right. If you copy from an online source, that's plagiarism. Assume you find a piece of code or a solution that you want to modify for your homework. Reference the source. It's legal. Depending on the type of assignment, it's fine to use external sources if you reference them. I don't know if you expected me to talk about how to make better homework copies. It wouldn't feel right if I do that. I also don't have enough experience in that domain. Anyway, good luck with your homework and see you soon.